Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco, sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
Weekend retreats are a haven for DIYers who know just enough to be dangerous. And when property owners get in over their heads,
Dave,
we're here to save them from their reno gone wrong.
Okay. That was easy.
In just 2 days, we're going to whip these weekend warriors into shape.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Dave Depencier, and this is Reno My Reno. Rob and Karen Cowell recently purchased what they hoped would become their dream retreat. But it quickly turned into a nightmare when they discovered the former owners were heavy smokers, and they couldn't get rid of the nasty odor.
It was beyond anything we could have imagined.
When special odor-killing paint didn't work, Rob started pulling down the walls to get rid of the smell. By the time the dust settled, Rob had completely ripped the place apart without any thought of what to do next. And that's where we come in. This place is a train wreck. What happened here?
Well, it started by removing one panel, and then another panel, and then the roof came down, and then as you can see, I just kept ripping.
The condition of the cottage was in pretty rough shape.
The previous owners were huge chain smokers, so it was like walking into sort of like a bar area. The smoke was overwhelming. The smell, it just choked you right out. The plan wasn't to totally gut the place. The plan was simply to tear up the carpet, paint, try to get rid of the smoke smell.
Let me get this right. You started with the carpet. It was just kind of, we're going to fix the carpet up, get some new flooring in, and you ended up with this.
Yes.
Completely demoed, right to the shell.
That sums it up, yeah.
I decided to pull some of the walls out, pull some of the tile down, and then as I got going on, because the smell was still there, so I just kept pulling, and so I got a little carried away.
Kind of feel bad for him because he's doing the right thing by getting rid of it. Problem is, he has no idea what he's getting into. What do you think of this?
Well, it was a little shocking for me to come for a visit after Rob had been here for about a week.
Her plan was different than my plan.
I keep hearing about this plan. What is it?
There wasn't really a plan. It just was trying to come in and clean up what I could, and then basically just wing it.
I gave it my all, did the best I could, and I'm over my head. Just as you solve one problem, another one shows up.
The smell is gone, but so are the walls and the ceiling and the floor.
So I left a little mess.
He's got no idea and no plan.
The sunroom is the main point of this place, and that was part of the reason why we bought it, just because it has such a beautiful view and a beautiful room.
Oh, it's a great room. It's definitely a great room. You got a great view of the lake.
This room deserves Dave. With his talent, this is a focal point. It'll give me more energy and drive to tackle the rest of the disaster that's inside waiting.
Okay, I get it. This is what's going on. Karen, you're gonna leave because you're not responsible for any of this. So you're gonna go away for a couple days. Rob, you're staying with me and the boys. I'm coming in here with my team, and I've got a plan. And we're gonna totally transform this room into something really unique for you guys to both enjoy.
I'm really excited to see what Dave and his crew will put together for us.
I just hope they don't pick up any of my bad traits for what I've done.
Let's get to work, and we'll see you in 2 days.
Sounds great.
Yeah, so you have fun. I know I will. I'll be home where it's warm.
Thank you.
When we're done this room, I guarantee he's gonna be inspired to finish the rest of the cottage. Hey, where do you want to pile all this junk? We gotta get it all out of here.
Well, I'll just take it right out the door and we'll put it out in the shed.
Grab an end of the sheet, we'll get it out of here too. Yep. All right, the big boys are here.
Who's the new guy?
I don't know, looks like your replacement. Here, look what I got you.
I always wanted one of these.
All right, who threw out the flower chair? Supposed to keep that for design. There was just one thing that I was supposed to hang on to. They did throw out the flower chair.
I didn't think it matched your bib.
You're welcome.
Got to hang on to that one.
You want it back, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know what he wanted it for, but apparently something very important, because he had a bead of sweat running down his face thinking that he was going to get in a little bit of trouble for this chair. So we went back out to the dumpster and got his chair. Okay, we're done.
Perfect.
Nice meeting you.
All right, nice
Hopefully your wife likes it.
Thank you very much. Awesome rental. Take care, guys. Are you guys coming back?
But we got this place cleared out, ready to go. So we're gonna move right into construction. I'm gonna let you in on the game plan, the big picture. We're gonna do the entire ceiling in cedar.
Yep.
And then I wanna do the trim outs in cedar as well.
Okay.
Because the whole rest of the room is gonna be all stone.
Oh, beautiful.
Very nice.
We gotta do some framing in here, fur out some walls, a lot of sheeting, trim work and stuff to get the ceiling to lay flat.
Yep.
And then I got a nice job for you. I wanna get this, I got a new door that we're gonna put in as well.
Nice.
So a lot of things we gotta kinda get at, guys.
It's good to have a plan.
Time to get at it. Let's go. The big thing is to get the poly on, get the plywood sheathing on all the walls so that we can get started on stone as soon as possible. Because it's gonna be a lot of work since we're doing the entire room. Let's put the screws about 10, 12 inches apart, okay?
Okay.
It's the only time you get to screw something up.
Clearly, you didn't see the rest of my Reno.
Right there, buddy.
Perfect. Hey, Rob, that looks more your speed.
Well, I was watching you.
It's all part of the job. Use the factory edge there to make you look better.
All right.
Right? See that? Look how nice and tight that is.
Okay.
That's good. Good job. I bet you don't hear that often.
No.
No?
Not from you three.
No.
How you making out, Rob?
All right. 2 more to go and we're good.
So one of the first things that Rob's doing is some insulation. There are some walls that don't have any insulation in it, and some do. So we want to fix all that up and then install some poly.
Go on! You get out of there.
I got it, Rob.
You got her? All right. I'll stay out of your way.
You relax, Rob.
I'll be back in a couple hours.
Yeah?
See how you guys are making out.
With those overalls on, I believe it.
That's right.
You know, they're giving me a hard time about my overalls in there, but who cares? They're comfortable and they work for me.
Oh, I didn't know it was, I had to wear plaid.
Yeah, well,
I didn't get that
You
memo.
didn't get the memo? You don't need overalls to put flooring down.
Boys, I'd really like to go ice fishing.
Best thing you said all day.
What do you think, Rob?
Sounds good to me.
I think we keep working hard and get out there. I think we should get that wall sheeted.
Yeah.
Now that we got it polyed, and then we can start the ceiling. Just gotta let this foam dry. I'll cut it off, and then we can sheet this one too, and we'll be hopefully maybe done for the day. Rob, you want to screw that?
Sure.
Oh,
That's gonna leave a mark.
that's karma coming around, big guy. I'll take care of that. I got the tool.
Can we cut that off?
I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we have just begun. There's still a lot to do from what they're telling me, so I have to stick to Dave's game plan and keep moving.
Does it fit?
No, we gotta notch it here.
We've done more than enough work for today, boys. It's time to have some fun. I say we go fishing.
Sounds good to me.
You lead the way.
Oh,
It's
great.
the best thing you said all day.
Fishing! We got a lot of stuff to do today. Ceiling, for sure, if you two guys can get on that.
Yep.
Rob, I want you to start with that door. I'll give you a hand, get you started.
Right.
I'm gonna finish up the little bit of sheeting, trim around the windows. I wouldn't say we're in trouble, but there's no room for error, Rob.
Great.
It's all on you, Rob.
No pressure.
Okay, Rob, we're gonna put this tongue of groove up, but first, have you used one of these air guns before?
I have not.
You push it, and pull the trigger. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do, but first off, we're gonna hold it up in place. Then I'm gonna hit the rafter. Make sure it's tight against the wall. So these nails right here, let's keep them a little lower, because by the time we trim everything out, you won't see these nails, and it'll just look a little nicer.
Okay.
Okay?
Order up.
Thanks. You're a good man regardless of what people say.
I heard that. Rob is an excellent guy. He's lots of fun, but I think he's spent a little bit too much time in the fishing hut than he has renovating. So we're trying to turn that around this weekend.
49 7/8.
I'm not hearing it. What?
49 7/8.
Okay, thanks. Heard you the first time.
Just hit the choice.
It was nice to see the progress as we were doing it. Like, it went together very quickly. Adding the cedar makes it so much brighter than what the old tiles did. There's no comparison to what was up there previously.
So what do you think we should do with the stone, with all the trim being so tight to the corners?
I want the cedar to go right to this wall, because by the time we trim out this window, you're left with very little stone.
Yeah. The best part about this job is brainstorming and coming up with neat ideas.
Maybe we could bump it out so that it almost looks like a supporting beam.
Yeah, we could build like a post there.
Yeah.
You think we should do all four corners? I think that
Yeah,
would
that's a good
actually look
idea.
really good. The stone just wouldn't meet well together on the inside corner. So we come up with this idea of making a fake post. It's gonna add a little bit more work, but the payoff's gonna be huge. All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
Perfect. So Rob, the time has come. I want you to replace this door. I've got a new door to go right inside that opening, and it should fit. It might be a little bit of tweaking, but not too much.
Okay.
So if you come on over, I'll give you some advice. So Rob, first thing I want you to do is unscrew it, take it off. The screen door on the outside, we also want to unscrew it, take it off. This is going to leave us with the old frame and the brick mold.
Okay.
So the new door will fit right inside the opening. We might have to adjust it a little bit, but not too much. And then we're going to level it, shim it, fasten it, new brick mold on the outside, and we're done.
We're done.
You're on your own. Good luck.
Thanks.
I showed him what to do, and then I left him, because I want to see him think.
Cut. The removal of the old door was quite easy. The new door going in,
Dave,
I had to call Dave in for a little bit of assistance.
I think we got to notch this out. Widthwise I'm fine, but the top, we got to cut the header out. What's the best way to do that?
I don't know, you tell me.
I don't know.
I knew the door didn't fit when we sheeted, and I knew this was going to be a brick wall that he was going to hit. Undo these screws for sure, and then do a little modification to the header, which might require a Sawzall. You want to tackle that?
Yeah, I'm okay.
He was nervous. Hang on, bud. Let me give you a little tip here. So I would come up like this. Okay.
That was easy. Okay, Dave.
Dave, where are you? Dave, I mean, I did say I'll help you, but my God, I'm trying to get stuff done too. 81 and a half, see? So we want to have probably right around 82. I think we got it. Good job, bud.
Thank you.
So fellas, I'd like to get the rest of this trim on. So ideally we should get this all done, trimmed out, cleaned up, so it's flooring and then stone all day tomorrow.
So not so bad tonight.
Not too bad.
You want to go back to the ice hut?
We can't always be fooling around.
Yes, we can.
I wouldn't mind going back.
Let's go.
You think you can make it there without falling?
Rob?
Yep.
I got some bad news. Morning.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, how you doing?
Great work last night with all that trim work. We got a lot of trim work done.
Yeah, that was a ton of work.
A lot of work, but it looks great.
Yeah.
So Rob, you and I are gonna start this floor.
Okay.
If you can finish up the trim work,
I got my saw.
perfect.
ready.
You got the right tool for the job. And that step, you done a little bit of work to finish that up. Let's get that finished.
Yeah.
And then we'll all meet up and get the stone on, because that's a big part of the day.
Yeah.
Meryl's coming later on today to help kind of get this thing put together with furnishings.
Oh,
so
good.
we got a lot of stuff to do in the meantime. Let's get to work, boys. So Rob, I've chosen a loose lay flooring to use in this room.
Okay.
It's a simple product to lay. It doesn't require any fastenings. I know that Rob's gonna probably add some flooring in the rest of this house, so I think this loose lay flooring is a great product for him to get used to laying. We basically just lay it down, butt the seams together, and keep going. Stone's gonna sit right on the floor so that we get a nice finish.
Okay.
So we'll get going on this first notch here. We wanna finish these ones fairly tight so they look finished. Mark that line. You have to score it a few times because it is a fairly durable product. Well, now we've got that fairly snug. Surface is clean. Let's get some tiles and let's get moving on this.
Okay.
How confident are you in notching this piece?
Not very.
We got down to the end and I wanted him to notch one himself to get used to doing it.
So I watched Dave do the one corner, and then the next corner, he had me do it.
Looks good. Let's see if it fits.
All right.
Swing and a miss.
So yeah, I'm off a little bit.
Like I figured, he screwed one up. I mean, hey, it happens. We're gonna just sacrifice one here, 'cause you can retrace that on that mark. It's better to be a little smaller, because we can always trim, right?
I was out just a little bit, so he gave me a little pointer on how to fix that.
Rob was working in a corner, and he was in there for a long time.
I thought I had it going well, but I had to keep pulling it out to notch it. I had to keep shaving the tile down to make it fit properly.
So we kept laying, and we laid some more. He still wasn't done.
Is he still working on that corner?
Yeah, he's still working on
Yes,
it.
I am. It's people like me that make you look good.
That's the worst thing you can do on a job is screw something up, because everybody that sees it, you're getting razzed.
Just like you, Rob, to be cutting corners.
You guys not done over there yet? I think I won.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
So, Rob, we're ready to put the stone on the wall. I'm really excited about this product. I think it's gonna finish this room off, and it's gonna look super. Finally, we are at the stone finish. So it's a man-made veneer stone. It's made to look real, and basically we're gonna glue it down. And the only thing we have to keep an eye on is basically our stagger. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be a big payoff at the end.
Okay.
So we butt this in the corner. So don't be shy with the glue.
Rob?
Yep.
I got some bad news.
You kicking me out?
You've been fired.
Which I don't know why, because I had just started. I hadn't made a mistake yet.
We don't want any trouble.
We need a stone gopher.
Really, though, they pulled me out because they needed somebody to run them the stone, so that ended up being my job.
It's better than I expected. I knew it was gonna look good, but oh my God, with this cedar and the flooring, it's solid. Our job's done. We gotta get Meryl in here to furnish this place, because I think Karen's arriving.
Yes, she will be here shortly.
Look how cool this bench is.
I know, I think this thing's great, and it looks perfect in this room.
It belongs to the cottage owners.
It's even better. I love this rug. I think he did a great job picking this out.
The colors are perfect.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I am blown away with this room. So I can just imagine what she's gonna say when she sees it. When we arrived, Rob and Karen's place was a total disaster. The sunroom had the ceiling and walls torn out, a drafty old door, and no step into the sunken space. We've been hard at work undoing this giant mess, and now it's time for Karen to check out the transformation.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. This is amazing.
You like it?
Okay, this is beyond anything I expected. I can't believe that this is the same place we were 3 days ago. It looks so complete and not at all like it did when I left. I had no expectations, but certainly this wasn't anywhere close to what I thought I might see.
I'm glad you like it.
Gorgeous. Beautiful.
Karen walks in this room and boom, she looks like she's been hit with a brick wall.
Wow. Nice job.
I had a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Well, Karen, what do you think?
It's unreal. I can't believe this is my place.
Well, one of the big things I felt was needed in this room, since it's sunken, it's its own room, and I wanted it to have its own identity, and the dry stack stone, I really think sells that.
definitely the focal point. It just pulls it together. It's so beautiful.
It's just so hard to believe this is the same place.
There's a lot of trim work that was involved in finishing off the windows and the doorway. And one of the things we added, which we felt was a nice fit for the stone, was the 4 corner posts that are meant to look like timbers, and they accept the stone nicely and it really finish off these windows as well.
The trim work, it's just so finished.
So as you look around, you can see how much detail is involved with the angles and the sills. It took a lot of extra time, but you know, the payoff was big.
It feels cozy, it feels inviting, and I can just envision sitting down there having coffee in the morning and watching the sunset at night. It just has that warm feeling.
Well, it was a lot of work to get to this point. Rob here, he really helped out. And I gotta tell you, he actually did this door behind us on his own.
I'm pretty impressed with Rob, that's for sure. He's still in one piece.
The thing that I'm most proud of, just being able to know that I can do stuff that I didn't think I could do.
So Rob, I think I got you going on the right track. I think you're really ready to go on the next phase of the cottage. Okay. But I want to hear from you, what's the most important part?
Before I start ripping out, make sure I have a plan.
There you go, you're ready.
Perfect. Thank
He's
you very
graduated.
Yay!
He's got the blueprint, he knows what to do. They can come up with a plan together and put it into action.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much.
Turned out so good. We're really
Beautiful.
happy with it.
Thank you.
So this place went from a gutted mess to an absolute showpiece.
No flower chair.
You know, I really wanted the flower chair back, but
I'm sure I'll find somewhere else for it to
I'm
go.
sure you will.
This room is the focal point of the cottage. It deserves to have this kind of a look and this kind of a feel, and yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh my God.
What do you think?
This is crazy. Good job, Dad.
I had a little bit of help. A little bit of help.
We're motivated, we're excited, and ready to move forward. This time he'll have a plan. Dave's taught him. Have a plan.